everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie at Light Fragments Oracle, where I talk about all kinds of different subjects in case you're new here and you don't know my channel at all. I do card readings and I talk a lot about makeup and various subjects of interest, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to talk about a very important subject to me. And so that's why I called it the Me Too Pro-Aging Movement. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to get the word out and invite you to come along and get the word out too, where I would like to see the terminology anti-aging, because anti means against, therefore against aging, to be flipped into a more positive terminology such as pro-aging. And it doesn't even have to be that. Graceful aging, joyful aging, anything but anti-aging. Anti-aging, that word, that's clickbait. Because those of you that are the same age as me, I'm 63 years old, or older, maybe 40 to now, and you're starting to see your body changing. We don't want to be clickbait. We don't want to be clickbait for marketing companies and the beauty industry, which doesn't really include us in the positive aspect of it. They include us because they want to show how bad it is to age, against aging. Therefore, use our products. It's going to stop, it's going to slow, it's going to reduce aging. Do they think that we all cracked out of the shell yesterday? Nothing stops aging. Just ask a celebrity that is now in their 90s. Ask them. They're going to tell you, yeah, either I got some procedures done or I took really good care of my skin, but nothing stops aging. So we want to call it pro-aging, not against, anti-aging, not anti-aging, which means against. I have some statistics for you. And this was taken off a global anti-aging marketing site. The statistics show the estimated size of the anti-aging market worldwide in 2021 and provides a forecast for 2022 all the way to 2027. Right now, the cosmetic and beauty industry, the cosmetic industry alone is worth $48 to $50 billion. Most of that target is on the youth. Okay? And then they're expecting this to skyrocket to $62.6 billion by 2027. Approximately 3 years from now. Society drives people in every way to look beautiful. They see it on television, they see it in the movies, they see it in magazines. And the social pressure, particularly for young girls, not as much as for young boys, is enormous. It's enormous because the pressure to look beautiful, to have a beautiful physical appearance, to the extent that the cosmetic industry is taking this by storm, using it as fuel to advance their industry. And then on the other end of the spectrum, they're using that same principle with anti-aging skincare, makeup. Think about it. Hides your spots, hides your fine lines and wrinkles, hides anything that has to do with aging. And then the more drastic is plastic surgery. So, what does this have to do with my Me Too pro-aging movement? If women my age, 63, or 40s and up, let's say, begin to pressure the industries to change the terminology, it's very negative. And think about it like this. In the same way that the industry is targeting young girls to become these beautiful Aphrodites in everything they do, it's also targeting us, older individuals, to not embrace the age that we are. The implication is the same, essentially. A low self-esteem, low opinion of our looks, a dismissive attitude that we will not fit in with society's norms. You know, years ago, not that many, probably about 5, I was working for a dear customer of mine, and we had a conversation. Now, this couple lived in New York, and they would go to a restaurant, and celebrities would walk into the restaurants that they were going to. And we had this conversation about looks, beauty, clothing. And she was, and still is, a very classy woman. And I used to say to her, when I come to your house, I do not want you to go in your bedroom and change your clothes and put your makeup on, because that's not why I'm here. I'm here to take care of what you can't take care of and to help you out. And I just want you to be yourself. And you know, we hit it off. And she traveled the world. But one of the things that she said to me when I made a comment about, you know, beauty and clothing and fashion and all this, she said, "Susie, I hate to break it to you, but that really matters. That really matters in the world. Looks." And I said, "Don't you find that sad?" And she goes, "Well, it's the way it is. But I'm not going to settle for that. I am not going to settle for that. Because someday I'm going to have more wrinkles than I have. But my optimism and my outlook on life, no matter what, I pray, stays the same." And that is because there are so many people out there that are in that place right now. And these industries, and I know what you're thinking because somebody already said it on a channel I was watching, talking about influencers, not talking about what I'm talking about. Well, aren't you using your YouTube channel to do this? And isn't your YouTube channel benefiting from this? Well, how can it benefit, right? I mean, unless the beauty industries and unless these cosmetic industries want to change their terminology and have more respect for the aging process, I'm only a conduit. I'm a conduit for this change and getting the word out. Because you can be beautiful at any age. It doesn't have to be young. So that is my mission. Oh, and here's another thing that can be done. Teaching everyone to appreciate and accept the pro-aging process by healing the inner person first. Become more inclusive to aging, and by using different terminology so that everyone, men, women, youth, can be fulfilled on a higher level. That's my goal. I'm going to use my toner because I haven't even done that yet. Took a shower. My husband trimmed about 1.5 inches off my hair, and we're getting ready to go pick up some groceries, and it's snowing out, so we want to kind of get out of here. I'm going to put on my serum. We got this out of the way. You've seen me put this on before, but I can be talking while I'm doing this. So yeah, that was the reason for my little short that I put up. I'm having a Me Too movement. And Me Too means, yes, me too. I feel that it's time to break down the barriers of age and include men and women in any age that they are. Because I went back on Google and I got some pictures. Remember I told you in a past video when I talked about the elephant in the room, which I'll link up here, that when I went on, I was looking for some eyeshadow techniques to try for fun, just for fun. Every single picture was a 18 to 20, 25-year-old girl. There was nobody my age. That was shocking. Well, this morning I went on because I said, well, maybe I didn't Google it right. Here I am giving it the benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe I didn't Google it right. So I Googled mature women, mature women eyeshadow makeup techniques, and I'm going to show you what I got. You're going to laugh because I laughed. Anyway, let me see. I'm going to put a little bit of moisture under my eyes. And then I'm going to put on my primer, which is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. So I'm going to let this sink in a little bit. I'll stop in a minute and I'll show you. I was like, why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? I was expecting to see the same quality of pictures, but with on older women. That's not what I saw. Okay, that's not what I saw. On the other one with the younger girls, there literally were pictures of these younger girls, what the finished look looked like. Some of them were step by steps, step by step. This is how you get to that look. But most of them were the finished look. And that's where I printed a picture to try the cut crease because I had never done it before, which you can go see that one too, but I'm going to link the elephant in the room one. Okay, are you ready? Let's put on some concealer and eye primer. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you is I'm going to link in this video, I'm only going to link a couple of people at a time. But I have, let's see, what's a nice number? 4. I have 4 people that I'm going to link their channels in my description so you can go check them out. Okay? And there's karma. Even if they don't believe in it, I do. So there's such a thing as good karma. Okay, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Peach color corrector and I'm going to put it just like I did the other day. That worked out really well for me. As a matter of fact, it lasted all day. FYI, in case you want to order some and try it. But there are other color correctors out there. This one doesn't really budge. And the other thing that works really well for me is using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to blend in my concealer. I don't know, there's just a light, you can even hold it like this and just la da dee da 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 la da dee da 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 la 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 la. I remember years ago when I was in college, I took on a babysitting job. This is a hoot. This is a hoot. I didn't want children. I didn't want children. I had nieces and nephews. I didn't want any kids. I wanted a career. And I had babysat, so that I would go to the job postings at college to see what jobs came up so I could get a job. And this babysitting job came up. Well, it wasn't really babysitting, it was childcare. And so the house was close to the school. So after I get out of whatever time of day, I think it was for just a couple hours from the time they got out of school. I needed to be there and until the parents came home from work. So I took these kids for walks. We went walking. Back in those days, it was safe to do this in the city. So we went for a walk, and I would like do things like let's pretend we're this or that, or let's create a poem or a haiku, or let's whoever sees the first color blue, whatever. And so one day I'm like, okay, we're going to make up a song. And I start making up this song, and the little girl, she had to be, I don't know, 5, said, "My brother and I think you're weird." And I said, "Oh, really? What's so weird about me?" "Well, we don't do things like that." And I said, "Like what?" "We don't make up songs and we don't. I'm like, "Well, what do you do?" "Well, we have these special places where we go for whatever it was. And then when we come home after school, we're supposed to sit and read and we're supposed to." And I'm thinking, wow, these kids are in school. They're in all these groups. And that was 40 years ago. They're in all these specialty type groups, art classes, whatever it was their parents put them in. They had to come home from school and read, and then later on after dinner do their homework and go to bed. Where's the fun? Where is the fun? Where is the imagination? My goodness. So I quit the job. The mother came home. This was after a couple weeks. A 5-year-old isn't going to tell me that I'm weird when I was in college and I knew I wasn't. And I was going to school for art. But I quit the job. The mother came home and I said, I'm not going to come back here and you're going to have to find somebody else. And she said, well, how come? And I said, I don't know. I'm a kid. And you've got kids, and we're just not a good fit. So I'm sorry. And I left. And I got another job. I got another job in the school. And that one lasted me 3 years. So let me take a break here, and then we're going to go into makeup. So, do you ever see things like this? This is what came up when I Googled mature women eyeshadow eye type looks on images. All these YouTubers, all these YouTube channels, screenshots came up. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of scary, to tell you the truth. But there weren't any just straight image pictures, like of finished eye looks. Very few. Instead, there were these. A lot of them. Well, I have to be careful what I say. Okay. It wasn't that there were a lot of these. This is also clickbait. It was kind of like they're in your face. These. Do this, don't do this. Do this, don't do this. That's clickbait. Because a person that's looking for information on how to do their eyes or whatever, they're going to see that and they're going to automatically think, this is acceptable, this is not acceptable. This is acceptable, this is not acceptable. Who says? Who says? I understand that makeup artists have been doing this forever and they know what looks good. But if you want to try this technique that they're saying you shouldn't be doing, then try it. This is why only the young people on Being Seen. Step outside and try some of these things. If you're an older woman and you've always wanted eyeliner that goes out like that, and you want liquid eyeliner, and you have the dexterity to do it, do it. Don't let a picture like this sway you from what you want to do and what's going to make you happy. Okay. This is another anti-aging thing. It's just another version of it. Yes, some things will look better on you than other things, but it's okay to try it all. This is also an inference to you don't have the brains to see it yourself. Well, you will. You will. If you're going to be feel like you shouldn't be, well, where's the positivity in you should? Try. It's the little subtleties. It's the little subtleties. That's why I'm here. So, and I thought that I would take out the Koki palette because I wanted to try another color in here. It's really bright. And I know I have not tried this before. But it's a toss-up between that blue and this color right here. Let's do swatches. All right, so I can't look at you and do it at the same time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's 3 stages of my vision. So what do you think? Maybe I should do both. Maybe I should do both. Let's do both. All right? Let's do both. I'll do one eye, go off, do the other eye. Just so that you guys aren't sitting here watching me do. Because it can get a little boring, right? Or no? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to use that in my crease. And I'm using this palette because I want you guys to see the beautiful soft payout. And I think this palette is about $11 to $12.99. I just love the color story. It's gorgeous. Can you see this as opposed to this? And then I'm just going to bring a little bit of it down. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. And now I'm going to do this side. Okay, that on my eyelid. So we've got kind of a warm and a cool going on. Do you think that we should be able to do that in makeup or no? What do you think? So when you look at peach, what is peach a variation of? Isn't peach orange with white in it? Kinda? Think of a creamsicle. Add a little bit of brown. I'm just going to take this brush. I'm not even going to get another brush. And I'm going to bring it down. Just gently underneath. I'm not even going to clean that up. I am not cleaning that up. All right. Okay, I'm going to use black liner. It's the only black one I have. And I'm going to just line over my eyes. I'm starting at the corner and I'm going to go all the way over. smudging is very pretty. Okay, now let's put the mascara on. This ought to be a trip. I'm going to use the telescopic lift. And I'm learning how to use this because I've poked myself in the eye more with this mascara than I have with any other mascara in my life. And that's because of the way the wand is. If you see, the wand has like one side is teeth, one side is flat, the other side has teeth, and it's just very slightly curved. So when you go to use, one side or maybe the flat side, you poke yourself in the eye with the teeth. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I've never had that problem with any other mascara. So I'm going to use the round side and I'm going to deposit the mascara at the base of my lashes. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, look, I was confused reading the directions. So I did what I thought you're supposed to do. That's it. Now, if I just look in this mirror, I feel like I need more mascara. Because it was just one coat the first time. Now that looks better. This is 2 coats of this. But my experience is that it gets stiff and it's hard to comb the mascara through. I really feel like this is for volume, not so much for length. But that's my personal opinion. Okay, I'm going to take my hair out and put some lipstick on, and we're going to call this a day. It's Milani. I think this would go nice. This is Milani Matte Naked number 61. This is what I'm going to use. This is pretty. This almost reminds me of the peach color on my eyeshadow. That's a really pretty color. That's another one of my favorites. I had it tucked in the back. Guess what I forgot? I forgot to put on my setting spray, and I want to do it over my eyes. So here we go. Notice I went twice over my eyes. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge that's moist, and I'm just going to go back. I don't know why you're supposed to, I don't know the point of patting this in. But I'm doing it. I think it's so that nothing collects in the wrinkles. You're going to continue to see me do that. I think it's so nothing collects in the fine lines and wrinkles. Crockery. Okay, you guys, be well, be blessed, be beautiful. Until next time, just remember, just because you're aging, you are not anti. Okay? You're important. Jump on that train with me. Okay? Speak out. Be a voice. Be a voice. They won't change until we are. We use our voices. There are some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful older women out there. All right? Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.